Hello, today is Sunday the 16th of October 2016. It is 10:33 in the morning. I don't know why people are in such a hurry. I don't know why the other end was in such a hurry to get to Todesfaktor 7. I don't know why the fucking Americans are in such a hurry now. But on the periphery of events, so to speak, something happened that actually manifests. I'm sorry, it does. It manifests lecture on war number 3. You really are in a hurry to learn about war, aren't you? So lecture on war number 3 is a very important lecture, grasshoppers, and it is if you keep making your enemy stronger, you ain't gonna win your war. I am the prime protector of mankind, and I am at the helm of Europe, in particular in this war against the entirety of North America, in order to do away with all inhuman technologies, and of course with the Faex Mundi inhumans who utilize them to utterly destroy and enslave mankind. Now, there is all kinds of new shit attempted to be worked at me. Namely, it has to do, I take it, with some ultra-delusionist guesswork at the cerebellum with a capital C. And it basically is trying to get some parts of my brain to do thinking tasks, which those parts are not meant for. And I just succeeded completely wrongly, internally wrongly connected, so to speak, via the system subparts in the ports lists, which still does exist, no matter what you try to redefine as ports lists via your delusions coming in on my frequencies, no matter what you try to project into the extraction fields from the devices, that the device's ports configuration outscreams my ports configuration, and so on and so forth. You're just a bunch of delusions. But the point I'm trying to make is, and that's making me stronger, I just succeeded to explain, so to speak, those parts that were forcibly joined into rather advanced cognition, and rather advanced just means advanced in the sense that there are parts kept in cognition processes which the fuck have nothing to do with cognition biologically, but those parts were just shown around in the brain, namely to the concept of past, present, and future. Whether this comes from a grammar background and is ridiculed because of something I'm working on my Mac here for the future of mankind, for the public dime novel company that we're going to have in Finland, or whether it is something that they tried to work because of their yet retouched attempts of memory accessing and messing of memory accessing and so on and so forth. I don't know, nor do I care. Point is, you just succeeded, you just coerced me indirectly. I mean, you know, I just considered it so ridiculous that I just explained these parts, what is past, present, future. And now the parts know, right? Or rather, understand how to connect internally. And I don't mean via the fucking ports list, I mean just find their way around naturally. You know, where in the brain is that information. Though they even understand, you know, the reaction was, it was very hard to tell, really, to actually clearly identify, but it was kind of like, it actually was not at all verbally, but it actually was, I didn't have nothing to do with that. That was actually the reaction, no shit. And I was like, I know, you know, you had nothing to do with that, but just so you know, should you ever have something to do with that in the future, that is basically the concept, okay? And it has nothing to do with your delusional, try to force in place VIs. It has nothing to do with the curse of the eye that you try to hijack, which is funny because you try to hijack a concept you still don't fucking accept as what it was, and what you try to hijack is not there to be hijacked, but that doesn't matter. Lecture of the day, lecture on war number 3, my dear fucking Americans, who all will be annihilated if you don't do away with your fucking Faex Mundi inhumans filth. Don't make your enemy stronger. That is lecture on war number 3. Don't make your enemy stronger. There.